fresh water, and they have shade and some place to get out of that extreme heat. If you can, watch out. For people in the parking lots, I bring that up a lot, right? Sometimes people get busy and they forget, they lock the kids in or lock the dogs in the car, and it gets to be really hot in the car. So just pay attention. Watch out for everybody. We're in a special place. Please do the extra. Idaho special. Let's watch out for each other. Okay, a little bit of time left here. Thanks for tuning in to the show. You know, folks, I've been saying it's prime time for a reality check. Greg, what do you mean? Well, I don't mean prime time like Coach Prime and the football team there in Colorado. No, not the Buffaloes. Prime time being moving is generally the processes from May through September, the holidays basically. That doesn't mean people can't build a home and close it in January. You know, work with me here. I'm sharing the general practices of people over history, say the last 30 years, where I've been in this thing, 30 years, well, a long time. So I say it's time for a reality check. I'm watching sellers. Sellers are getting calls, they're getting showings, they're not getting sales. Nobody's writing offers. We were talking to Kara earlier in the show, and she was sharing she has gotten a lot of buyers approved, but they're not writing offers. Why? Well, I think there's information floating around out there in the media that they think the interest rates are going to drop here pretty soon. So they are willing to wait and see what happens. Well, we're coming, and I think, you know, the administration's talked about September. They're going to do an interest rate drop. Well, you know, folks, let's all step back here in a little bit of reality. And I'm not getting political at all, just realistic. How much the rate's going to drop? I know, I think the president talked about, you know, 4% or 5% or something the other day. But okay, that's talk. Because right now we're at 6 and 7s. So how much is it going to drop if it drops in September? Will it drop, I don't know, to 6 1/4? I don't know. Is it going to drop enough? Will they drop it half a point, quarter of a point? Will they drop it enough to make a major difference? I don't know. In general, I'm going to say I won't be surprised if they do not. They will say we're dropping it for political reasons, but they don't drop it enough where you'd notice a major impact. Maybe it affects your payment $30, $40. I don't know. Not $200 or $300 where we'd like it to, or $500. That'd be great, but I don't think it's going to do that. So having said that, I say reality check because I'm in the life transition business. I've been doing this for 30 years. It's a long time, working with thousands of people, all in different situations. Every single situation is unique. If you need some help out there, let me know. I understand. I'm compassionate. I get it. Different things cause people to move. Sometimes it's jobs. Sometimes it's family. Sometimes people have moved to Idaho and they don't like Idaho and they want to go back. I mean, sometimes it's health. It's all kinds of different things. And I understand that. That's why I call this the life transition business. Consultations, expensive. They cost a lot of money. They're free anytime. Real Estate Rescue, Idaho.com. Just reach out. I'm here to help you. I understand. I'm compassionate. I get it. And I'm happy to help you see if we can't set something up and get you moved. Painlessly if possible, right? Without too much hassle. You can call me directly, 208-559-0590. That's 559-0590. So it's prime time. We're getting towards the back end of that. And the trend I'm seeing is it's getting kind of quiet. We talked about that. What's happening? Well, we're into August. So if you're a buyer, I would share, there's great opportunity right now. There's a lot of neat things you can do out there in the market because we have sellers that are sitting around. Now, they're not all motivated. I understand. They're not all going to credit you $10,000 for closing costs and $10,000 for a rate buy down. There's $20,000, right, that they're counting on getting, right? They want top dollar. They're not giving the house away. So they're not all completely prepared for that. But there's creative ways to work through some of that. That's part of the advantage of working with people who've been doing this for 30 years. I say experience matters, especially in an adjusting market. Experience really matters. It can help you be the difference between putting a transaction together and it failing, actually. So let me know if you want some help. But that's what we're dealing with here. Wow, we're into August. Things are going on. I'm watching the market slow down. Now, we could see another run on it here in the next 60 days. That wouldn't surprise me. People just getting excited, making things happen, feeling like it's in the 9th inning. Let's go make some offers. I'm also seeing some offers being made that are lower than the seller would like. Let's say you're listed at 400 and they come in at 350, or you're listed at 450, they come in at 400 because they're looking for a deal, right? Remember, buyers looking for a deal. That doesn't make the buyers bad. They're watching the news and the social media and everything else like everybody else and saying, hey, the markets are shifting. And if you see some of the media around the country, some of our markets are drastically changing. Now, we're not there yet. I don't know if we're going to be in that group or not. It'll be interesting to see, but some of them are changing pretty dramatically right now. So I would suggest folks get ahead of the change because it can be challenging. So sellers, maybe a price adjustment, and you may have to make a price adjustment bigger than you originally wanted to get buyers in there. And buyers, I say, go make an offer. Pay attention, lowball, that term. Sellers don't like lowballs. Nobody does, actually. That's not any fun. But pay attention to what's going on and make an offer. Get the ball rolling. Who knows? Maybe we can meet somewhere in the middle and everybody can take advantage of a great opportunity that's here, right before the holidays. So we're not moving over Christmas and Thanksgiving and, displacing everybody and making things that much more challenging when we don't have to. It's kind of an interesting time. So there's a lot going on here. And if you want some help, consultations are free. Let me know. I'm here for you. This is Real Estate Rescue. It's a platform designed to help you buy homes, help you sell homes, and help you get some competent advice. Consultations that are free to help you navigate. There's no obligation. Happy to help you. Take advantage of that. Real Estate Rescue, Idaho.com. And you can call me at 208-559-0590. Hey, as I always say, folks, remember, here at Greg Ferrera's Real Estate Rescue, we believe in old school principles. The power of the personal connection, or a handshake, a phone call, and your words still matter. Have a fantastic week. Don't forget to join me next Saturday at 10 or Sunday at 5 for more great tips and strategies to navigate the real estate market here in the Treasure Valley. Until then, be safe out there and enjoy our beautiful state of Idaho.